And welcome everyone. Tonight, NGS Season 12, Division A. We got Tricky Gooses versus Mallow Oats. Um, as you can see, the map was picked by Mallow Oats. Tricky Gooses winning the coin toss, so they're getting first pick. We're for bands for tonight. Tricky Gooses is getting rid of Volskaya and Sky Temple. Mallow Oats says we don't want to deal with Alterac and BOE, and chose to take us to the Shire. And the Shire is where we shall go. If anyone has any questions or comments or concerns about any volume, please do let me know. But like I said, first pick is going to go over to the Tricky Gooses. Um, will we see a Zagara ban out of Mallow Oats because she's OP right now? I don't know. I highly suspect there will be, but we'll see what they want to do with it. As Tricky Gooses ticks down the clock, just want to say welcome everyone, thanks for stopping by. And Stitches is the first ban. After those buffs, what was that, one patch, 2 patches ago? No? 1.5? Vala quickly banned out by Mallow Oats, wanting no business of the Demon Slayer. Empress Sena, thank you for being such a kind supporter. Welcome. And Junkrat banned out as well. I don't know if that's a we hate playing against Junkrat or they have a good Junkrat, but we'll see how things unfold. And there's the Cigar band, which we expected to see. Just too strong in the lane right now. But first pick, this is what Tricky Gooses won. Full disclosure, won surprisingly. They it didn't sound like they planned to win that coin flip, but they did. So they get first pick out of it. Let's see what they do with it. It is going to be Greymane, the do-it-all assassin, clear the lane, take the camps, especially those siege camps in those bottom lanes, get the kills, dish it out. Very strong assassin. Oh, is Junkrat mad strong? I know Zagar, the other 3 bands we see are kind of typical to see. And going over to Mallow Oats and showing your healer and your offlaner very quickly. Okay. Stukov still very strong, popular healer. Got that disengage with his level 10, strong AoE heals, grouping up at that, not the control point, but the towers you have to hold on Dragonshire to unlock. Ooh, we're going to see ETC and Uther. Will we see Holy Cow? Will we see a Holy Cow? Is this NGS season 1 where we're going to see a Holy Cow, or is this season 12 where we're going to see a Holy Cow? I want it. But next pan is going over to Mallow Oats. See what they do here. If they're worried about a double healer, no, they just don't want. They're just going to get rid of Sonya. Get rid of an off-landing option to deal with that Rexar. I wonder if we focus a main tank here now, try and choke things out. No, they don't want the pushing power of a Sylvanas. Someone else that can hold a lane and cover if she needs to. And we appreciate you turning your scrim into a watch party, 7th Ace. I'm all for it, and I appreciate you coming by. And now, with those bans out of the way, picks going back over to Mallow Oats. We see Tychus and Falstead. Falstead pretty strong after his buffs. I think it was 1.5 patches ago. Getting some global pressure, get some picks and fly up and maybe help Rexar hold down that top lane or get the pick, especially on this map where you really need control over 3 points at once, top, bottom, and then someone to cap the mid. Ooh, Dahaka say, I see your global and here's my global. Very nice pick up there. And Kilthas. Al Shalanore indeed, Kilthas. And how do we round this out here? What's your main tank? Dirk, thinking about it. Will we see something typical? Maybe a Johanna? A Garrosh, possibly? Are we going to go Muradin? Or do we do something a little different? We are going to go with the taunt variant. How did I not see it coming with the Stukov already picked right there? It's like I'm new at this or something. Ugh. But there is the matchup that we have. Mallow Oats versus Tricky Gooses. And let's see what they do with it. I know a lot of people just kind of joining in during the draft, so let's show you what happened earlier. Ektar and I were gonna grab this match. The cast section was just too quick, so now we get to watch. Oh! Well, I'm glad you guys can sit back and watch, and I hope you enjoy. I hope I make you both proud. But these were the bands. This is how the unfolded prior to draft. Novel Sky Temple, Alterac, or BOE on the menu tonight, and Mallow Oats said we want to go to Dragonshire, and that's what we did. Orion coming in hot, screaming about Mallow Oats. You don't have to yell. We're all very close together. We can hear you. Nah, just kidding. Thanks for coming, man. And it looks like we're about to get underway and loaded up here. Let's see. There it is. Always waiting on one. All right, on the side of Tricky Gooses, that is going to be Nanani on Greymane, Duck on ETC, Birdie on the Kael'thas, Key on Uther, and Elf Boy on Dahaka, our little ancient friend there, ancient Zerg. On the side of Mallow Oats, Crafty Devil on Falstad, Terminator on Rexar, Dirk on the Varian, Solskido on Stukov, and the Pie Maker is playing Tychus. If you guys have any volume concerns, let me know. I just kind of set everything up today here. Oh, right out. And that's a dead Rexar very quickly. So they'll get that back, but hey, look at that. Not a huge, oh wow, look at that. Not a huge XP off of early Rexar kill. Big stun from ETC again. Looks like everyone's just trying to get their A-ramming in early. And that is going to be Dahaka versus Rexar in the top lane. Ooh, already using his burrow, and the members of Mallow Oats noticed that. They decided to come right up and get the gank. The W and the burrow was already used, so Mallow Oats on the awareness. Looks like Falstad just trying to hold down the bot for them now.
Wield the Dragon Knight's power? Prove it. Take control.
Gooses just trying to get their camp and play a little safer than they were. I'm sure everyone's saying, hey, solo laner, stop dying up there, it's early. But we're going to see Siege Camp picked up for Tricky Gooses. Siege Camp on the way for Mallow Oats. And there it is.
Capture the shrines.
We will be trying to keep an eye on the level 1 talents, see who completes theirs first, with ETC going globes. Also going globes is Dahaka. W for Uther, and more globes for Kitty. And, oh, I didn't even see that. ETC, I looked over at chat, and he slid and killed Tychus. So, one back for the Gooses, but points fully controlled now by Mallow. Excuse me, word controlled by Mallow. Let's see, what do we have down here? ETC and Greymane. If this Falstad steps up a little bit and he gets chunked down halfway, one power slide and Greymane damage could delete him, but here we go, taunt is online, and there's the taunt on ETC, the silence comes out, a ton of damage from Tychus, and ETC will fall. So a bit of a bloodbath early here. 2 kills for Mallow Oats, 1.5 because of Rexar on the side of Tricky Gooses with that early Misha kill. So how does he respond here? So looks like it's just a clearing battle. Oh, we're gonna cap. There's the almost interrupted, but the W was key there on Uther. So first objective of the game will go to Mallow Oats. They just start sieging down mid. 3 people here to help defend it. Well, there's a 3-man push. Are we pushing? I think we're split pushing, guys. There is your split push. Taking down one tower, working down those walls. Here in the mid is the Dragon Knight, just sieging away by his lonesome. Looks like Tricky Gooses is not sure where to respond to, jumping around a little bit. Dahaka is staying in the top lane all by himself, soaking up. Rexar now on the way, realizing that there's only 12 seconds left and only a few ticks of health on this Dragon Knight. And it looks like they're just going to pull back and let the Dragon Knight inspire in 3, 2, 1.
That beast is not my beloved. Not anymore.
Oh, there's the taunt. There's the silence. It's too much. The Stuka Havarian. Still very strong. Oh, and now we're diving on the Greymane. The slow is there from the Falstad. But Greymane goes back in and gets the Falstad kill. Knowing he was not going to get away, decided to turn around and take Falstad with him. You'll love to see an aggressive Greymane. But on the flip side, Mallow Oats, seeing by the way the map is, say, hey, we can take our bruiser camp. Tricky Gooses say, let's just grab our siege. Tired of all this fighting. 4 kills to 2 in favor of Mallow Oats right now. Just action-packed, bloody game already. You'll love to see it. As we are inching closer to level 10s. Slight XP lead for Mallow Oats, and we're setting up for a gank here. Oh, they're coming in behind. That's a 5-man. That is all 5. Oh, over the wall, the barrel roll. Trying to turn. There's the stun, but it's all into Varian. There's the tongue. Will they get it? Yes, they will. It took all 3 stuns from Tricky Gooses to get the kill on Varian. Meanwhile, this camp is uncontested. Almost. Well, not almost, but putting damage on the well, so they have to deal with it. It looks like there was a ping over here from Tricky Gooses to take the camp, but they decided to clear instead. Shrines are active again in 20 seconds, with level 10 just around the corner. I think they're waiting for level 10 before there's an invade. There's level 10 for both teams. We will see on the side of Mallow Oats, Gust, Odin, Flailing Swipe, Shield Wall, Rexar holding, probably going to be Boars. Yes, it is. And on the side of Tricky Gooses, we will see Mosh Pit, Isolation, Cursed Bullet, Divine Shield, and Phoenix. I think this is going to be a kind of a war of attrition in terms of ults. Oh, again, the taunt and the silence on the ETC. He's just not as beefy as he once was, which is a shame because he's a cow, but just look at how quick he gets burned down from having a silence constantly going. Oh, Varian stuck in the backline now. Oh, there's the solo Mosh, but the Gus is there and the swipe. Is it enough? No, it is not. Varian still goes down. And the tongue hits onto Tychus. Will they get another stun off? No, they don't. Used everything to get the Varian. They didn't have the stun available to get that Tychus. But plenty of ults still available here for Tricky Gooses. They're just going to pull back here, giving up the bottom, which top is already in control here from the Elf Boy V. Oh, heavy damage onto Dahaka here. Will they get it? No, they won't. He's got his tap available. Here's where the damage is. There's the silence on Uther. Phoenix comes out. It's not enough. There's a slide on the Falstad. Is it enough? No, it is not. Oh, Tychus stuck in the bottom there, bodied by that ETC. Tychus will go down. Trade 1 for 1. I'll take your healer, you take my damage. silence again. So oppressive. There's the slide on the variant, and there's the gravity lapse diving in. Another flailing swipe to stop the damage from Tricky Gooses. So Skeeto paying off with that. Oh, and here comes Rexar with the flank. Willie's got another ETC kill to the silence. Here comes Dahaka burrowing in. Does he have a tongue? He does. He does get. Who was that? I didn't even tell. Was that Rexar? He did get Rexar. The damage was there from Greymane. Just these teams just want each other dead so badly. They were just checking bushes there. This camp available shortly. Tricky Gooses saying now's the time. Oh, do we have an invade? 3v1? That's not quite there. Looks like Mallows weren't quite in position, all on the same page. They just want to clear their bot, save this pool if they can. And they will. Oh, do we have a taunt? Yes, we do. There's the damage. There's the silence. Oh my goodness. Just deleted. You're held in place by Varian with the silence. You have no escape. And then just Tychus pops that minigun. Tough break for the Haka. Siege camp is gonna finally get cleared up, doing some damage to that front wall. Ooh, a lot of ults still available. All ults still available if you want to take a fight here. Dahaka has respawned. And it's 5-on-4 in the bot. Does Dahaka have it? Oh, there's the gravity lapse to stop the Misha from coming in. It's still 5v4. Oh, no, there's the flight. Oh, he's gonna fly mid. Because they see Dahaka top. They don't get this in time. There it is. Good awareness from Mallow Oats, saying Dahaka is not in position to either burrow and force a fight, or to grab top altar. So Falstad says, well, we'll hold this, I'll just fly to mid. Here we go, the siege is on bottom. Odin has been popped. It's a 5-man push down here. Looks like Dahaka's going to stop mid, clear it up. Phoenix pop to help try and mitigate some of that push. Oh, Greymane diving in, gotta be careful, watch for the backwards kick. Oh, and they're just gonna kick ETC instead. Oh, but there's the taunt, and there's the taunt. Oh, beautiful D-shield there from Key to get Denani and the Greymane out of that sticky situation. And let's face it, that silence from Stu does look pretty sticky, right? Looks like this Dragon Knight is just about done. There it goes. So first fort of the game is going over to Mallow Oats. Dahaka's doing some sieging mid, immediately starts running away. He is not fully stacked yet. 7 out of 10 on his level 1 quest. 16's picked up for Mallow Oats. Tricky Gooses just around the corner. Excuse me. It's going to be Siege Camp from Mallow Oats and Bruiser Camp for Tricky Gooses. We'll see probably Bruiser as well. Yeah, there it goes. Bruiser Camp as well for Mallow Oats. Oh, can we get a Rexar pick? Oh, there's the danger ping. Say, don't go through there. Do we have an invade here? Mosh is available, but then again, so is Gust. Oh, Mosh onto the Rexar. They unload everything on him. And it's not enough. The swipe is there, but it's just a little too late. Rexar will fall. A nice grab there by Tricky Gooses, trying to get some momentum back after losing both objectives. Both? He's only popped twice, right? So, great pick there as they clear up this bot lane. Dahaka has cleared up pretty well this top lane, leaving their Bruiser camp ready to push because there's no Rexar here. He'll have to clean that up once he spawns. Oh, looks like we have a little bait here. Will Gooses see it? They're just clearing mid. They're checking bushes. They're looking around. Are they going to go for this Rexar again and try and push top? Yeah, He's saying go the long way. Oh my goodness, stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there you go, there's the push. Knowing that there's nothing that can really happen bottom for Mallow Oats. The fort was already gone and didn't have a wave. So they just said, let's just hang up here and get a pick. Rexar dead for another 30 seconds still. Grabbing the top altar is the Haka. Pushing in is this Bruiser camp. And here come the 4 members of Tricky Gooses trying to retake this bottom. Oh, they're going to show on the map. They're going to start capping. Haka is mid, but looks like Falstad's there to interrupt if there's any kind of channel. Now we have a push bot from Tricky Gooses. Here comes the wave. Oh, they're gonna pull back though. Are we gonna take a camp? Is now the time to camp? I suppose it is. Mallow Oats kind of holding steady here, giving bot camp, giving both altars, just thinking about holding mid here. Misha on the front line. I don't think Tricky Gooses falls for it. They can just push. This could be a free 4. Oh no, here's the response. All 5 waiting for Dahaka to burrow in here or cap. Oh, but there it is! The holy cow! The shield to protect the Mosh. Holy cow has happened, ladies and gentlemen. In season 12 of NGS, you'll love to see it. A invisible, not now just a dead Greymane, very close there. Key now falls very low. The Mortal Strike there was that level 13 variant paying dues against the solo Uther. And there is going to go Kael'thas.
Blue team has destroyed.
And is Duck going to get out? Yes, he is. He puts down his amp. Dahaka didn't cap mid though. Altars are still up. I was too focused on the fight and the holy cow to see why Dahaka didn't just take mid. But it looks like there's gonna be a rotation top here. There's the retreat ping. Elf Boy has completed his level 1, so he's a speedy boy once he gets to those brush areas now, which there are plenty of on this map. Is he going to interrupt Pie Maker? No, he's not. Duck trying to bully off a Rexar, but it just doesn't happen for him. And with Falstad dead, I'm assuming Flight is up. I haven't seen it in a while. He can fly in. We get a 5-man push here. Level 20's online from Mallow Oats. Just around the corner here for Tricky Gooses. Let's see what we make of it. Will be Wind Tunnel, Bio Explosion Switch, Big Red Button, glory to the Alliance. Rexar holding on to that level 20. And here we go. Keep is under siege. All 5 members. All 5 members. There goes the Phoenix early. Level 20 is online. It is a death metal, so if that ETC goes down, could be trouble for the members of Mallow Oats. There's the kick away, so we have no tank temporarily. We're also going to see Contagion, Hunter's Blunderbuss, Bulwark of Light, and Rebirth. And it looks like Frenzy of Kalimdor is your level 20 from the Rexar. We get a fight out of this. This is a pretty low Dragon Knight. Do we force the issue here? Tricky Gooses? Dostad is in the bot, clearing. They're just gonna let it happen. Take their siege. Oh, the amp goes down, so does the gravity lapse. Immediately. Do we have an invade? You have Wind Tunnel. Oh, but there's the huge silence on point. There's the Wind Tunnel. The invulnerable doesn't, matter, though. Oh, but there's the taunt. Do we have a Mosh? Still no Mosh yet. Probably waiting for that power slide to come back up. You've already used it. Dirk is very low. So is the Misha. No kills yet. And Mallow Oats just bully Tricky Gooses off their own point between the silence from Stukov and the Wind Tunnel. Oh, but now do we try and go back in? Oh, the stun from Misha. Just enough to slow down the ETC. Oh, and a beautiful grenade to stop the drag from Dahaka on the Misha. This Tricky Goose is trying to get those kills. Mallow Oats seem to have the answer right now. Stealing camp, confirming their own camp, moving up to their bruiser. Will Tricky Gooses take bot once they figure this out? Looks like they will. Rexar hanging top, clearing with this wave. Oh, we didn't take bot camp.
Another chance
They
to
decided
prove
to move
yourself
off
worthy.
it once I guess
Do
everyone
not
started
stop.
rotating. They're just going to take their own camp. Play a little safe. Blended Fox has entered the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for that guy. He's a wild one, I tell ya. Oh. Mallow Oats decided to take the bruiser camp that Tricky Goose has passed on in the bot lane. Setting up for a gank with Elf Boy kind of playing the role of bait, but they're going to see this pop and no, oh, that's not it.
Avenge my husband.
Oh, so
Earn
they're
his
committed
power
though.
and destroy your enemies.
Oh, there's the ping. Check the bush with the Varian and Fausted Qs. Moving on up. They have 2 catapults and a bruiser camp. They can at least take a pool with this. There's not much Tricky Gooses can do. They're just trying to
Blue team's core is
bait,
taking
but here
damage.
comes the Hearth. Hearthing is the members of Tricky Gooses because they're on. Mallow Oats is on core. I wonder if we'll see a flight here from Fausthead to secure top. As, what is that, 8% damage goes on to the core. And there's the flight. Goes up as far as he can. And they're going to try and get this an end, but Dahaka does burrow just in time. Oh, misses his contagion there, or his isolation. Now they're just one-on-oneing. There's the wind tunnel. And just buying time, but here comes Dirk and Tychus. There's the confirmed top altar. Meanwhile, Tricky Gooses say we'll grab bot altar. Keep is lost for Mallow Oats. Tricky Gooses, that camp was just pushing that whole time. And Mallow Oats thought about ending or threatening, and they just didn't think about their own keep. So, keep is gone. Here we are. Siege camp for Tricky Gooses. There's the retake of bottom altar. Taka's is here for the stall. There it is. Just chunked down that Fausted. Can he get away? Yes, he can. Is he gonna? Can they cap in time? No, they cannot. Stopped by Tricky Gooses at the bot altar. And now Elf Boy goes all the way up top. So now, oh, do we have a taunt? Yes, we do. Huge damage. There's the D shield, and there's the stun. Do we have a mosh pit? We do not. Boars come out as well. There's the zoning silence in a big gust, pushing away Dahaka and ETC. Fausted flies top, grabbing that altar. Is he a dead Misha? He's gotta be a dead Misha, yeah. And this is a stolen camp for Tricky Gooses, putting pressure on the bot lane now. Kind of things starting to swing their way after losing that keep and having some pressure on their core. Oh, the root comes out, but the follow-up isn't there. I think they're just kind of protecting this catapult and these 4 giants. Mosh! Oh, onto Varian. The swipe is just a little bit late. The third swipe barely got to that ETC, but Varian will be the first to fall. Huge contagion, though. Look at all the signs. Big red button will almost, less than 100 health on Greymane. Can Duck get away? He puts his amp down, slowing everyone. The heals are there. Boars are coming. There's another heal. There's the Krabby Lapse. A ton of damage on that Greymane. Duck goes back in, trying to peel for his team. Gotta pay for his life. Oh, the death metal misses. A tactical death metal. Can they get this in time?
The flame
Barely.
cleanses all.
Barely captured. before the members of Mallow Oats were able to cap, and we have a big wave here. Catapults already on the core, 2 here, and here comes the Dragon Knight. Varian will be back in 10 seconds. No ETC. Dahaka's in the thing, and good job of dragging it down, taking some damage. And hesitant is Tricky Gooses here. Now that Varian has respawned, they still have no main tank. And they're just pulling back right now. They are just pulling back after winning that Dragon Knight, getting the Mosh kill. Who is playing Uther? That's going to be Key. Blunted Fox. Key is playing Uther right here. But Dragon Knight's still available for 30 seconds. Mallow Oats looking. Could they be looking for Dahaka? Well, it's still 30 seconds left. There's the ping, saying they're here. The kick onto Varian. Duck trying to go in, does have Mosh, does have Death Metal. They know, Mallow Oats kind of know now that, you know, he's willing to sack himself for that. If they can get a Death Metal play with no cleanse or interrupt for to stop a Death Metal. But there it goes. I feel like Tricky Gooses had a chance there. They just did not want to commit, playing it very safe, just coming up at 24 minutes and 40 seconds into the match. But they're just going to take bottom camp. Greymane starting the siege camp by his lonesome, which he's more than capable of doing. Here's Mallow Oats taking their siege camp. I think next team fight wins it if it's a lopsided team fight. You know, if we're trading 2 for 2, maybe not. But the stun on the DC, both heals from Uther are there. They're just gonna clean up this siege camp immediately. And there's the taunt, there's the damage, there's the silence. Oh, the Mosh does catch one, but the wind tunnel is enough to keep all the damage away. And here's the re-engage. Gravity Lapse hits on 2. Big damage is there. Huge bulwark of light. One of the 3 members. Varian getting very low. Phoenix is dropped. And now it's going to be Nisha going down first. The Burrow tunneling claws getting out there from Elfboy. The chase is on. Do they have any other slows? There's a heal. Decides to use taunt. And that's, oof, this is a 5 versus 3 defense. There is 1 kata on the core against Mallow Oats. You gotta get in there, Tricky Gooses, and try and defend this. And I don't know if they have it. They don't. A lot of damage goes out on the Rexar just so he can stasis. And that's gonna be GG game 1 going over to Mallow Oats. A back and forth bloody battle there on Dragonshire, just painting all that grass red. Just kills left and right. There is your game summary. So shout outs to your healer, of course, not dying at all on the side of Mallow Oats. Let me just update this here. There you go, 1 point from Mallow Oats. This is a best of 3. We're just in week 1 here. I think this is week 1, day 2 of NGS season 12. But 5 deaths there from ETC. I feel like at least 2 of those were him sacking for death metal value that they couldn't quite get. That Falstad gust at the end when ETC got blown up at the siege camp. Faust had gusted because he knew the death metal was coming to just keep all that damage away from Rexar and Tychus. So a solid play. Tychus doing his job, dishing out the damage, getting the kills. Greymane leading damage across the whole game here, or across the whole map with 77,000. So there are your stats, and here's where we're at after game 1. Just waiting on who goes what, where next. Oh, and it looks like it has been picked. Okay, so Mallow Oats, or excuse me, Tricky Gooses decided to take first pick. So Matt Pick went over to Mallow Oats, and they decided to go to Braxis. So that is where we shall go next. How about that? So now the question is, can Mallow Oats close it out in two in a dominant fashion, secure 3 points for their team, start NGS Season 12 off on a high note? Just a quick background here. Mallow Oats, a new team this year. I believe they played a few years ago in different iterations, and they made some changes to their team, but uh, they still consider themselves a new team for NGS. Meanwhile, this is, I believe, Tricky Goose's third season, their second in Div A. Last season, they had a bit of a rough patch, had some lineup changes. They ended the 8th seed of the division going into the playoffs, and then actually upset the 1 seed and won round 1 of the playoffs, and then ended up losing in the semifinals of Div A. So we'll see what they have here. But it looks like we're just getting ready here for Braxis holdout. And there it is. Be ready. I can't imagine we'll see anything too different in terms of bans. Tricky Gooses did have, yeah, there it is. They did have first pick last game as well, so I'd be surprised. Yep, there's Vala. I think both teams just go through the motions at this point, and we ban Junkrat here, and the other team bans Zagara, and then we kind of get underway, which is kind of unfortunate that we can't switch up the bans, and we just gotta stick to the meta stuff. But hey, that's Hudson 2021, I suppose. No, we're actually gonna ban Falstad, leaving Junkrat available if Mallow Oats is so inclined. Will we leave Zagara up? That's the question. No. Probably a smart decision by Mallow Oats. Probably a smart decision. But we had, what, Greymane was the first pick last match? We'll see if, no. Oh, Stukov, the steal. Saying we don't want that variant Stukov silence, taunt silence combo anymore. We're going to hold on to that one for you. And moving on over to Mallow Oats. What was it? They picked Rexar and Stukov, so they're going to need a new healer. Wonder if we see Rexar again. Very popular on this map to just be able to hold that top objective, just like Dragon Chart. And there's Rexar, and there's the Junkrat that we left through the draft. Opting to get rid of Falstad and let Junkrat get through. We'll see how that pays off for Mallow Oats if they can confirm their domination. And we're going to see Diablo. Interesting. And there's Greymane again, played by Nanani. Oh, you guys missed it? Well, you can always check back on the VOD. I think Twitch keeps VODs up for like 2 weeks, and then of course it gets uploaded to YouTube as well. You can always check the NGS website to track down VODs of any games you have missed. But Mallow Oats did pull out the win, and we're going to see Sonya ban again. So Mallow Oats sticking with what they know, not really changing it up. Again, control of what map they go to. Holding points seems to be the theme of the night here for Mallow Oats. What's that third ban, though, for Gooses here? It will be the Tychus, forcing them onto a different damage dealer. I believe last game Sylvanas was the third ban. We'll see if we end up getting the Sylvanas here in case there's a pick. We still need some good wave clear here to get rid of that Zerg wave. But how does Mallow decide to do it? We'll see Tassadar and Johanna. So Johanna can just group them up and Tassadar can just blast away. So we had Elf Boy on to Haka last game for the offlaner going against Rexar. See if they decide to switch it up with Sonya off the board. If we get a Leoric, maybe? No, we're going with Deathwing, and Jaina's the final pick there. So some good follow-up damage if there's a... I wonder if we see an Anduin here to pull the stun targets to safety, or the flips from Diablo. Or do we just go Lucio and call it a day? Nope, we will take Anduin. I was right there. Being able to save those kill targets, I mean, wall stun flip Greymane Jaina damage is no joke. So Anduin will be there for the pulls. Leap of Faiths, or I believe it is, to just pull his teammates to safety. And let's get into it. For those who may have missed anything, here's where we stand. Going into Game 2, best of 3. Mallow Oats has the chance for the Week 1 domination, get some confidence going into the season. Again, they are a new team, kind of moved some members around from previous teams against Tricky Gooses, who I mentioned earlier, were the 8th seed in last year's Div A playoffs, upset the 1 seed in round 1 and before losing in the semifinals. They're trying to hold on and get a win and force a Game 3 so they can hang their heads, hold their heads high, get this dub. But we are in the game. Here we go. On the side of Tricky Gooses, Duck on Diablo, Elf Boy on Jaina, Nanani on Greymane, Key on Stukov, and the Deathwing will be played by Birdie. It's like a devil birdie. It's a dragon birdie. I don't know. Anyway, on the side of Mallow Oats, Crafty Devil on Junkrat, Dirk on the Johanna, Skeeto on Anduin, the Pie Maker will be Tassadar, Rexar, will be played by ST Terminator. And we are off. Junkrat setting up traps already. Rexar just holding off. Not you know, we move on to 2-lane maps. Not a lot of A-ramming going on. There's wave clear, wave clear there. Both teams have nothing to do but play safe, and the poke from Junkrat and Tassadar could get very annoying. We'll see if it frustrates Tricky Gooses enough to force them into a mistake. flip onto Johanna, but she's got her iron skin. Oh, bring up some talents for everybody. So they are level 1 talents. We'll keep an eye on when Jaina gets her ice block. We'll see if Tassadar completes his level 1, the static charge. But it looks like, oh, Tricky Gooses, that does get scouted. I feel like that blind hit. But they're going to get, oh, the wall comes out. A lot of damage on the Stukov. Doesn't the bomb go off? No, he gets rooted instead. Moving forward is Diablo. Looks like they're going to capture that bot beacon, top beacon, in control of by Mallow Oats. Rexar doing work. Oh, the big boop there, and then there's the wall onto Stukov. Can they get the counter kill? No, they cannot. There's the pull I was talking about from Anduin saving Johanna. After she had used her iron skin, she had no way out. Anduin saves the day. Now it's just 1v1ing. Oh, another Junkrat bomb onto the Jaina. Getting the kill right into the view of towers when she was already low. And here comes another wall. Oh, it just goes down time. Will he have enough? No, he will not. Down goes Diablo. A quick 3 kills during the first objective here. Meanwhile, Birdie trying to hold top so they don't lose, but it's just Misha v Deathwing right now, and Rexar's just soaking away. He's having a great time. Now he can go put some damage. Oh, will Misha die? Oh, Misha will live. That's so frustrating. Looks like bot is in control now from Mallow Oats. Gooses decide to give some help to their Deathwing by putting a camp up in the top lane. And on the other side, Mallow says, let's just push. It's only Stukov down here. What's he gonna do? He just used his silence. So wall and 1 turret goes down. Camp is in the top lane. Just so annoying having 2 bodies up here to deal with Deathwing. Flip onto Johanna. She does have her iron skin available. Nani poking away on this Anduin. Finally, the wall comes out. Oh, able to dive over the wall onto a minion to get out of that situation. Oh, and now Tricky Gooses getting some progress on this beacon. Rexar was able to be pushed back. Fire Breath comes out, and we're fighting. Oh, there's the stun. Big damage onto Johanna. There's the dive. Does she have enough? There's the pull again. So frustrating to just know that iron skin goes down and you put all that damage, and then all of a sudden there's your lifeline. Oh, tip your healer, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, big root to stop the advancing for Greymane. Oh, a lot of damage going out of Nani. The wall will miss. Good duck. Stuck. We got a stuck duck. Will he be able to go back in? Tries to get out. Gets the flip. Just not enough. Elf Boy there just trying to dish out some damage, trying to help out the Lord of Terror. But top beacon still in control of Tricky Gooses at 96%. So they don't need to stand on this for very long. Only 38% progress from Mallow Oats. Elf Boy says, hey, let's start this bruiser camp, or siege camp, excuse me. Get some armor reduction in the lane. Help us out a little bit. We do see a trap on this bottom beacon with the bomb right next to it from Junkrat. There's the CC we're talking about. Just Junkrat being able to set up so much. There's just Diablo eats it, eats the armor reduction, eats a ton of damage. The bomb does not go off. He's trying to hold. He's got no healing there, and that's a dead duck. It's just too much. Oh, the root does hit onto Jaina. Very low is Greymane. Does get the big heal from Stukov. Able to get away here. Will they lose this bot pool? There it goes. That could come back to haunt them, trying to hold on here. And Misha in the top lane, Rexar dealing with this Deathwing. And Deathwing decides to stand on it last second. Rexar doesn't want to give up the Misha though. Decides to pull back, grab some globes. Oh my goodness. Between the Junkrat bombs, the Junkrat traps, the walls from Tassadar, and then the pulls from Anduin, there's just characters are going to be flying all over the place. It's got to be so frustrating for Gooses. Have to keep their cool if they want to win this game, but level 10 is on the way here from Mallow Oats, and there it is. We will see Black Hole from Tassadar, Light Bomb from Anduin. That is a Riptire from Junkrat, or Unleash the Boars for Rexxar, and that is going to be Falling Sword for Johanna. Another trap. Of course, the trap's moved now. Junkrat took that. What is that? Yeah, level 4. And this is what you want from Mallow Oats, just push in. How are they going to stop you? You have ults. Not being used yet, but there's a big wall. The damage just isn't there. Would love to see someone just call out a Riptire or a Light Bomb. Oh, the flip, but there's the pull again. So frustrated. Ult was used from Johanna. Didn't need it though. She must have kind of panic cast as she was getting pulled. Oh, level 10's now online. Oh, Piemaker gets very low, has to cast his Black Hole, but still goes down just in time. Rayman uses Cursed Bullet to just chunk down. Are they capping or are we camping? Are we bossing? Oh, they wanted to start the camp before they cap, just because it's so quick. There it goes. Both teams decide to get their siege camp, and Tricky Goose is hanging on after a 6-1 start in terms of kills. Both teams gonna pick up their siege camp. But on the side of Tricky Gooses for ults, we will see Apocalypse, Water Elemental, Cursed Bullet, Flailing Swipe, and Bellowing Roar. Oh, a lot of damage going on to Rexxar, and Rexxar will fall, thus completing the souls. Black Soulstone for Diablo. So again, Duck must like playing tanks that can die and still get some value. We gotta see if we go to game 3 and end up getting material. But a lot of damage on Dirk. He's gonna have to ult away. Pool will be taken in the bot lane. And this pushes on. Oh, no unstoppable. Can they do anything with it? Doesn't look like they want to. With the objective ending, Tricky Gooses are just going to pull back. Looks like we're going for a bruiser camp here. Meanwhile, Mallow Oats say, hey, we like bruiser camps, let's get ours. Deathwing is in the top. Trying to soak up as much as he can. We do have a 5-man now in the boss. Mallow Oats. Oh, there it does hit. A ton of damage goes onto the Jaina. There's the big heal. Light Bomb comes out and hits onto... Who's that? I don't even know who that is. This Diablo. Now there's Riptire. Doesn't do anything, but it's enough damage to kill the Diablo, who will use his Black Soulstone, come back immediately. The chase is on now for Deathwing. No, they're just going to let it go. Camp doing work up top. The other camp doing work in the bottom, so both teams just decide to clear. Ball comes out from Tassadar, says, please don't chase me, Diablo. Just gonna eat that root. And then there's another one comes right out. There's your trap build from Junkrat. And beacons are up again. Oh, very low is Rexxar. Deathwing decides to fly in. Doesn't get the angle though. No global to really get up here and help him. So Rexxar, ST Terminator, just with the jukes to stay alive after Deathwing used Cataclysm to try and get in there. Oh, here comes Apocalypse. Won't hit onto anybody. Water Elemental used as well. So was Falling Sword for Johanna to get out there. Doesn't hit on anyone though. So that's 3 ults, well 4 if you count the Cataclysm. Trying to get tricky up there as Duck hiding. Oh, but will eat a root. Will eat another root. Gets moved over, but does get a big heal. Not gonna be enough. There's the Riptire diving onto Johanna. Oh, very low is Greymane. Black Hole comes out. Not gonna hit. Can they defend this? The Junkrat bomb just pushes Jaina away and says, don't even try it, girl. Don't even try it. Alright, top has been captured. Oh, Bellowing Roar used. Try and buy some time. Here comes Stukov and Jaina. Oh, they don't decide to go for the pick. Oh, because here comes Johanna. Cataclysm was already... Oh, just got off cooldown. There's the stun onto Jaina. The focus switches over to Greymane. A pull again onto Johanna to keep her safe. The Nani dodging. Duck diving and dodging. Jaina does not have the same kind of mobility and she goes down to the Junkrat. So moving on here, Mallow has decided to keep the pressure top. Johanna does move top, stealing a camp now. In the bot, securing bot beacon. This camp will go down both roots from Junkrat there. So frustrating. And what does Tricky Gooses do here? They're just about to be down a talent tier with 16 around the corner. Will we have an engage? Oh, will the stun hit? No, it will not. Oh, unstoppable use there, or gifted rather, from Johanna. Junkrat still goes down. The Nani very low, able to stay alive somehow. Oh, just so squirrely that Greymane just dishing it out, diving in, diving back, taking all the damage. But the objective will go over to Mallow Oats, so they lose Junkrat, but they gain the objective. Everyone here to clean it up. Where Tricky Gooses in the bot lane, an easy cleanup for Mallow Oats. There's your cleanup.
Field researchers, so exciting, they said. Oh, I'll show them some excitement.
Both teams now at level 16. We do have Numbing Blast from Jaina, add some CC to their comp. With the root, that's what it looks like. Siege Camp, or Bruiser Camp picked up for both teams. Siege Camp now being picked up for Mallow Oats. Oh, there's the ping. Here's trying to get a little bait, but Nani eats a lot of damage there from that Bruiser camp. Quest completed finally for Rexar at level 4 globes. Both teams deciding to push. Top push from Mallow Oats. They have a camp with them. No fort now. Moving on to a keep. Used to say we don't want to lose a keep. We don't have that kind of pushing power right now. They just hard. Clear things up. Trying to save their keep. Knowing the next objective could be their last and go their way. Mallow Oats looking. Oh, Deathwing just eating that root because he does not care about roots. Oh, the Apocalypse comes out. It does get on the Taskar, but there's the full Cataclysm comes in. It has a ton of damage, but here comes the Black Hole and the Falling Sword. Misha's the first to fall. Bellowing Roar goes out. Another pull onto the Johanna to get her out. Aggro is onto the boss here. They're all going to escape. Every ult except Flailing Swipe was used. And no kills on either side, well, except for the half a kill for Misha. So both teams look to reset. Craymane's already up here, clearing away. Here's Mallow Oats clearing up bot, clearing that camp that was just taken. All healed up is Deathwing, switching forms. Jaina clearing top. Oh, thought that was going to be another gank, but you're not fully stacked yet, Diablo. Be careful. There it is. There's the Misha kill. Now you can go in case you die. You can just pop right back up. I love Birdie as Deathwing just eating all of these Junkrat mines, just so he can walk right through them and get rid of them for the team. And they are going to capture bot Beacon to go with the top, start getting some points here. And this top fort is just, what is that, 1,200 health away from falling. So that's not a big deal to hide under if Tricky Gooses want to push in here. There's the flashlight checking the boss. Oh, but they're going to run to Diablo. There's the stun. Oh, the unstoppable for Tassadar via the Johanna. Here on the Misha, black hole in the backline. Here comes a Riptire. Only hits on Duck though. Dem is there after rooting the Johanna. No seen pulls yet. There's the pull. Do we have another one to get anyone else out? Misha's the low person. They care about that Misha like they should. No, Johanna will fall to Greymane. There's the Misha kill. Oh, Greymane got dangerously close to that mine. Junkrat poking away, and Tricky Gooses just want to take this objective. All members of Mallow Oats are kind of stuck up here. They don't have a rotation to stop bot. Oh, but they can kill Diablo like that. 1 root, 2 root wall, and you're dead. Camp is stolen. Can Deathwing get out of there? It looks like he will. Still, point to point is still in control. Will they finally stop it in time? No, they will not. Tricky Gooses has pressure in the top lane. Well, some pressure. They still have to clear this Kata on a wave. There's not a lot of health left on this. Now just 596. They decided to take boss instead. Misclick there, sorry everyone, but here we go. Both teams almost equal in XP. The Tricky Gooses have a boss and the Zerg Wave, ignoring their Zerg Wave, or just leaving Jaina to clear it up here. Big fire breath from Deathwing. There's the Condemn. Tassadar just dishing it out as best he could. Damage going on to the keep. Deathwing will fly. He did take that Skyfall there, so he can drop down some damage while he's healing up. But there is your first keep. Jaina en route, right here, coming through the middle of the map. There goes the well. All members up. Oh, there it is. Light Bomb, Apocalypse. There's the Falling Sword. Here comes Riptire going onto the back line. Only hits on the Nanani. It's not enough to kill him though. The Stukov heals are there. Here's another Hellgate. Oh, the Boop is there to save him. A ton of damage though. The Fear comes out. Rexar will fall. The Swipe is there. A lot of damage going on in the corner. Can they clear this up in time? Quarter health on this boss. Jaina trying to dish it out. Very low is Johanna. She will live with the pull. They're pushing them back. Mallow Oats are doing it. They're actually pushing back the members of Tricky Gooses. 44 health on your core. And you're able to hang on. In the meantime, we'll just go over level 20s. I didn't have a chance to go over it. I felt kind of grabbed him during that fight, but it is Hellgate from Diablo. We saw it used there trying to get that Johanna. Wintermute, Hunter's Blunderbuss, controlled Chaos, and stood in the fire for that Deathwing. Siege camp, or Bruiser camps being picked up for both teams. Level 20 on the side of Mallow Oats. We will get that extra oomph to get that cooldown reduction on the Riptire. Varian's Legacy for Anduin, Force Barrier for Tassadar, Frenzy of Kalendor for Rexar again, and Heaven's Fury for Johanna.
Red team's core is under attack.
What a push, but what a defense. Looks like Mallow Oats trying to get in position for another defense. 44% health. They cannot sustain another big team fight loss or an objective loss. So Tricky Gooses just want to keep the pressure up, take this siege camp. In position is the Deathwing. The Junkrat Bomb not enough that time. They do capture. Looks like they're going to start clearing top. Just back and forth here. Tricky Gooses do have the upper hand by just having 44% on Mallow Oats' core right now. But no camps are available just yet. Beacon's active in 1 second. There you go. They decide to go bot first. It looks like both teams just roaming the 5-man right as 5 right now. Unless we can get in the bush. Okay, so they think the gank was there, but the gank is actually here. Oh, but the stun, and the root, and the light bomb. Hellgates and Apocalypse is in. A ton of damage on the Misha, but not enough. Oh, excuse me. Misha will go down, but Jaina gets blown up. Oh, and Deathwing goes back in without his team. No. There's the wall, and there's a dead Deathwing. 2 members of Tricky Gooses down. Johanna now capturing bot, trying to recapture top is Tricky Gooses. Just to buy themselves some time. It's gonna be boss for Mallow Oats, having only lost Misha in that fight. A great trade, Jaina and Deathwing for Misha. And there it is, boss secured. It looks like they're gonna rotate up now to try and grab this top beacon. Will we see a bot beacon for Tricky Gooses? 5v3 right now. They just have to be careful. Oh, there's the rotation to say, please don't. Trying to cut off the rotation. Oh, Diablo makes it all the way top though and starts capping. Stopping the cap. In the top is Diablo. Jaina has respawned. Deathwing has now respawned. So we are back fighting the boss. Siege camp stolen by Mallow Oats on the side of Tricky Gooses. This boss will get cleared up. Beacon retaken by Mallow Oats. Trying to just live through this wave here. Souls back online here for Diablo, now sitting on just over 8,000 health, 8,600 health. So he's a big old beefy boy, but that's a big Zerg wave. 100 to 18%. It's just some Zerglings and an Ultralisk. Oh, they'll call down the pods. So, ooh, critical moment here for Tricky Gooses. Can they withstand the onslaught of a 25-minute, 100% Zerg wave? Deathwing hiding, looking for a flank. Oh, and he gets it. Uses Cataclysm just to start putting all that AoE damage down, but this keep is falling fast. There's your Fire Breath. Duck going in, trying to make something happen, but the pull is there. Oh, Duo has to Hellgate away. Good move there. Water Elemental dropped as well. Light Bomb does hit onto the Falling Sword, onto the backline. Here comes the Flame Swipe, but it's not enough because the black hole's there. Dewey and Diablo just going in. Oh, the root. Who's the first to fall here? It's gotta be Rexar, then it's going to be a Diablo. Diablo will respawn right here, though. Oh, and that's oh, does he have, is he enough to get out? He does. Oh, and the beautiful wall to help get that Johanna out. Diablo is back in full effect. Oh, stopping the Hearth. Oh, it's not enough. They call it GG's. Oh, it was Mallow Oats. I didn't even see it. Mallow Oats lost to the... I'm so sorry. Mallow Oats' core was going down that whole time while that fight was going on. And they were able to do it. That's why they were hearthing. Mallow Oats lose game 2 in a stunning fashion. I was so fixated on the fight, I didn't even see they had 44% health on their core. And there was enough in the top pressure on the top lane to secure the core kill. Oh my goodness. Game 2 going over to the Gooses. I'm sorry I didn't call that out sooner. There was so much back and forth in that fight. And then all of a sudden, the game ended, and it wasn't Tricky Goose's core. It was Mallow Oats' core. Just a 26-minute Braxis game is pretty wild. You'll see in favor of kills, in favor of Mallow Oats. Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. Squeeze. Who? I know. That was you. This is what happens when you take a season off from casting and you just dive back into it. You sometimes miss a few things. It happens to the best of us, but Mallow Oats' core was being worked on. Extra Tricky Gooses. I like that. You are absolutely right, sir. But here's how your stats are looking. Deathwing leading in hero damage, just barely beating out that Junkrat by just over 1,000 damage. And we'll look at talents as well. But it looks like we are ready for game 3. So let's go. And it is gonna be Infernal Shrines for our final game of the night. Alright, and it is picked by Tricky Gooses. So that's what we're looking at. I'm gonna BRB and grab some water because that was a lot at the end there. Looks like we're taking a quick water break, so stay tuned. I will be right back. And we are back. So we're just waiting right now. I think we're doing a little bit of a water break, but thrilling game 1. Bloodbath all over the place on Dragonshire. A back and forth game 2 with Mallow Oats having a lot of kill control or kill pressure early. 7 Diablo deaths. 2 26-minute games so far, extra spicy. I'm with you, 7th Ace. Excuse me. So, 2 26-minute games, and now we go to Infernal Shrines for the last pick of the night, or last game of the night. We'll see how our draft unfolds if everyone if it's almost like a gentleman's agreement to just ban Zagara, Vala, Stitches. The first pick will be Mallow Oats, map picked by Infernal Shrines. Map picked by Tricky Gooses, Infernal Shrines. We'll see how it all kind of works for him for winner take all. So we will not see a domination tonight. Tricky Gooses did good job just pushing in and trying to get that getting the damage on the core early. I don't know if their core is at 44% health, if Tricky Gooses gets the win there, but here we go. We're on Infernal Shrines, and we're in the draft already. And let's see how these bans unfold, shall we? As Mallow Oats thinks it over, being in a bit of a new position here. No, we will see Nanani's Greymane banned out after a strong showing in games 1 and 2. Zagara insta-banned by Tricky Gooses. They don't want to see it. I'm getting a prediction set up for everyone. So you can use your channel points to bet. I'll start that once we know what the teams look like. Oh, we're seeing Diablo banned out. Interesting. I know Diablo's got a lot of walls on this map to bang the enemy team into, but I thought Mallow Oats did a really good job of trying to slow him down with the Tassadar walls and the Junkrat traps, Anduin roots. Like I don't think he was super effective until that late game when he was fully stacked and Apocalypse and all over the place. Stitches will be banned out by the Tricky Gooses. Then there's Vala. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Junkrat next out of Mallow Oats. Unless we have a Junkrat player in Tricky Gooses, Nanani will have to change up who he played. I think he was the only one who played the same hero. Oh no, SD Terminator played Rexar twice in both matches. So we'll see if SD Terminator and Nanani end up changing picks. Key sticking with the Stukov. And Cassia out of Nanani. Blinds trying to help slow down that Vala a little bit. Cassia's still a very strong AA assassin right now. But, I mean, Vala is still gonna Vala. We're gonna see May and Sonya. Sonya was banned out twice in from games 1 and 2. So SD Terminator deciding to take Sonya. Oh, Materium, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome aboard. Please hop into chat and let us know who you think's gonna win. Duck best foul-based tank NA. I mean, he kind of showed it last match as Diablo, and Mallow Oats are respecting it, but we are going to see the Tassadar banned out, which the walls were quite bothersome last game. Varian's gonna get banned out because seeing the Stukov, they don't want to have what happened to them in game 1 happen in game 3. So I do again appreciate everyone coming by and watching. I took last season off to focus on playing in NGS, so I didn't cast at all. It's good to be back though. Johanna will be picked up. Again, we saw how strong she was using mouse. And Hogger, who we haven't seen at all tonight, banned or picked. See if you can get the infinite bounce angle at that objective. I have a feeling we're in for another long game, so strap in, everybody. 2 26-minute games. Oh, I said it. I said, will we see Junkrat alongside that Vala? And it looks like we will. Malfurion rounding out the team as the healer. And last pick here for Tricky Gooses. Match on the line. Who did they decide to go with? I wonder if we'll see double heals here? Or we're just going to go for a mage? Jaina again? No, we're going to go for Artanis. A little double bruisery. A big front line there with Johanna, Hogger, and Artanis. So I'm just going to do this now. Start the prediction. Who do you think will win? Tricky Gooses or Mallow Oats? I'll give you guys 2 minutes. And there you go. Prediction started. In the meantime, this is how the night has gone so far, in case you're just joining us. With a game 3 being forced by Tricky Gooses. Getting tricky with letting the minions get that core down to 0 during a big push there from Mallow Oats. But here we go. Game 3 for the match.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
And it's gonna be on the side of Tricky Gooses. Duck on Johanna, Nanani on Cassia, Key on Stukov, Birdie on Artanis, Elf Boy on Hugger. On the side of Mallow Oats, Crafty Devil on Junkrat, SD Terminator on Sonya, Dirk on the May, Solskito on the Malfurion, and Pie Maker on Vala.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Well, we are taking Laws of Hope at 1 for the Johanna. W Quest for Vala at 1, so we'll have to keep an eye on those. Junkrat already being annoying, laughing, putting his traps down. Cassia just ready to soak away in the bot lane. Oh, Root. Boop. We'll see Sleep at Root on 1 for the Malfurion, as is tradition. Cassia already in the bot lane, soaking up. Hogger v Sonya in the top lane, it seems, for now. The rotations begin. Oh, swap just misses. Almost got Solskito on that Malfurion. Oh, there's the ping on the camp. It looks like they're just getting in position to start it here. But Duck could be in trouble. Well, he's Johanna. He'll be fine. Oh, we do have a Q quest as well for Cassia, so we'll see how she ends up doing on that. Already a quarter of the way there for Vala on her W quest. Oh, the swap almost hits on the Junkrat after he booped himself away there. Slight XP lead, going over to Gooses. Both teams grab their siege camp, and now we're fighting over bot. Are we gonna get an invade here? Good flying Duck knows it. She can put down the W May, and she does. Marie's just gonna have to eat that stun. A ton of damage going on to Artanis as he falls asleep there. The cryo freeze comes out. Oh, look how low the back line is. Eats the root. Silence isn't enough. And it looked like May did steal that camp. Oh, the members of Mallow Oats got so low. Can they turn this? Does May have a slide? She doesn't want to commit to it. The 3 members of Mallow Oats were just so low, getting condemned and punished by Johanna. But it wasn't enough. Camp still went over to Mallow Oats. So no kills yet. Stukov's gonna grab that camp. Hogger really grabbed it. Stukov capped it, so to speak. Eating that root is Johanna. Sometimes you just have to. That's how you deal with Junkrat. Camp beginning to crash against Sonya. Objective is in the top lane. Not quite there yet. Birdie just trying to soak members of Gooses down the bot lane here. Now moving up. Hogger all by his lonesome. Can he get out? He's gonna have to spin to win. Finds the angle. He is better than geometry than I am, that elf boy. If there's anything I know about elf boy, it's that. Ooh, condemn going on to Sonya there. Not enough. Silence pushing back. Cassie just trying to stack as much as she can on these Qs right now. Johanna moving up. Gets the blind on a few members. Unstoppable has to be used. It's not enough. Birdie will be the first to fall. Oh, eating a lot of damage. His key. Oh, the boop happens. Pushes him on the other side. Oh, big knockback there from Hogger, but he's going to fall asleep. Oh, the spear from Sonya, the body block. And there goes Hogger, a 3 for none in favor of Mallow Oats again. Just out for blood. And they're going to be able to clear this up. 10 to 26, 10 to 20, 30. There it is. They're definitely going to get this. It doesn't look like there's going to be a contest from Tricky Gooses. Duck decides to just go bot and start clearing and soaking. Sleep and stun will miss. A lot of damage going on to Birdie. Again, I'm surprised they let the Junkrat through a third. Tricky Gooses, it was very impressive in game 2. Them going in, unstoppable used. Meanwhile, the Punisher is just doing just that, punishing this fort. Root again. It's a root just chomping away through the root of Malfurion. Excuse me. Junkrat's root just dancing through Malfurion's root, just CCing, zoning away. Hogger in the bot, looking at a siege camp here. Pushing in. Looks like we won't. Zoning Blizzard from May. Oh, we are fully stacked on the W quest for Vala. I think these all stack in. Yeah. But level 10 coming up now. Bottom camp did go to Gooses. Mallow is just in their camp trying to play safe. Malfurion room misses. Is May gonna go in? No, she's not. They just want to clear this up. 10s are available for both teams now.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Ooh, Sonya decides to take that keep, or that fort, excuse me, seeing where the other members are. But we will see Blessed Shield out of Johanna to go with Shockwave, Flailing Swipe, Suppression Pulse. Cassia holding on to her ult. Meanwhile, Mallow Oats looking at Strafe, Riptire, Twilight Dream, Ice Wall, Wrath of Berserker. Cassia, the only one now holding on to that level 20. Or level 10, excuse me. There it is. She finally picked Ball Lightning. Good. Alright, Hogger taking his own cruiser camp. Sonya still clear top. Will we have an invade? Yes, we do. Blizzard goes down, immediately pushes off the Hogger. What a read. What a read by Mallow Oats. No, he knew it was coming. Knew where the other members were. Oh, but now we have a push in the bots from the Tricky Gooses. They're going to steal our camp, and we're going to take your fort. Or at least damage it a lot. Decide to start moving back. Here come the members of Mallow Oats. But Tricky Gooses already knew. They backed up. We'll see bot objective. Sonya, the Augur. Oh, eats the spear. Is it enough? Oh, are they going to try and interrupt? Yes, they are. Oh, Wrath of Berserker has been popped. There's the zoning. There's the blind. Trying to roll through it. Oh, Blessed Shield missed. Will it be enough? Oh, yes, it will. Oh, May barely got there in time to try and help. One snowball was all she could contribute before went down, but you used 3 ults for 1 kill just to be up in 12 seconds. Ice Wall comes out though. Meanwhile, Mallow Oats is working on this objective, already at 26. Oh, not going on forever though. Augur decides to pull out of that hog wild there, bouncing all over the place. Oh, the big Junkrat bomb, the swap to get out. The Twilight Dream misses. Twilight Dream has been wasted. Oh, a ton of damage onto Nani, but Stugov's actually going to be the first person to fall. The Nani still, even though it has to cast Ball Lightning, trying to get to that Vala. It's not enough. The basic attacks from May is what's going to kill Cassia. Punisher will go over to Mallow Oats. A rough turn of events there for Tricky Gooses. As this Punisher is just going to start working down. Ice Wall comes out again, not going to hit that time. But this is definitely a fort for Mallow Oats. And there you go. Oh, we will see Gloom out of the Vala, getting that spell armor. So deal with that Cassia or that Ball Lightning. Oh, Birdie going too deep. Or getting 2 CC'd right on the other side of the wall, rather. Punisher just about to fall. These Junkrat roots and these mouth roots just slowing down any advancement that Tricky Gooses is trying to do with a Johanna Blessed Shield or a Artanis swap. There's the scout. Junkrat being annoying. Looks like we're just gonna clean up this. Mallow Oats decides to grab their siege camp now. And it looks like we're gonna go bot next as Mallow Oats, trying to just paint the map red. Augur is gonna check camp. Well, we're gonna fight. Well, there was just a little hesitation there for Gooses. Camp does go over to Mallow Oats. Augur trying to clear mid. Could this be a gank? Starts running. Dismount from Cassia. He's gonna unstoppable around. Get away. We're just gonna try and clear things up here. As for Tricky Gooses, just about a whole level behind Mallow Oats, so 16's on the way, and they realize Mallow Oats is going up top to grab their camp, and there's the fort. Trying to catch up now, so no, still a level behind. Do we continue the push? Oh, there's the ping. Oh, look at this. Mallow Oats saying, yeah, you're gonna push? No, we're gonna push. Working on that bruiser camp, pushing in. Oh, and they don't care. Are we base racing? Are we base racing? Are we base racing? Are we base racing? Level 16's online for Mallow Oats. Will go down. Dirk is super low. Oh, they're gonna Hearth! They are base racing! Who blinks first? Are they going for this? There's the swing. A 3-man ice wall. Here comes the big Riptire. Gets the kill secure. Twilight Dream as well. They're just trying to burn down the core. Artanis will fall. 14, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. 2%. What? They committed. They thought they could do it. That 3-man ice wall right here was all it took. Was enough to just slow down Tricky Gooses. But Stukov will be up in 8 seconds. 10 for Artanis. These are short death timers. They had to come all the way across. And they don't have a wave. They're just clearing it up now. They can't end. There's the slow. Oh, swap almost hit onto Vala. Wow. We did see Sonya Hearth, seeing that this wave was building up, they want to get rid of it. This is going to be seen now by Tricky Gooses. Mallow Oats still have a 2-level lead. We're not trying for a backdoor play, because they know if this thing marches down top lane after a big fight, Tricky Gooses will be done. So they say, let's just take this. We can end later. Sonya's still not there. Members of Mallow Oats just trying to poke away. We're at 29 minions to 0. Oh, here comes Riptire. Not enough. Ice Wall misses. So that's 2 ults down. Tricky Gooses just got to get... Are they backdooring? Are they backdooring? Vala's Hearthing. Sonya's Hearthing. The blind stopped 2 of the Hearths. Vala is back though. Knowing 2 ults are down. Ice Wall and Riptire. Are they gonna flinch? They are. Junkrat's still up there trying to collect these minions. What is going on right now? Johanna's here, clearing the top wave. It's 30 to 20. Junkrat just trying to steal as many of these as he can, but here comes Sonya. Stukov is not there yet. Sonya goes in. We do have Twilight Dream back up. We still have Ice Wall back up. There's the back, and there goes Hogger. Mortar Punisher has been picked up by the members of Tricky Gooses. There's the disengage from Stukov. Ice Wall does land on Stukov. This is devastating. Junkrat goes down thanks to the Punisher and Artanis, but there goes Stukov. Now looking at Artanis, he's just trying to buy time. I think he's just trying to buy time. Back onto the root, dishing it out. Gets his shield. There's the Hearth. Artanis just buying time. So this Punisher can push, and the members of Mallow Oats couldn't Hearth. Giving time for a Stukov respawn and a Hogger respawn. And here come Cassie and Joel with 4 catapults. Are they going to try and end this? We have a Hearth. No, they're just forcing the Hearth. They just keep pushing Mallow Oats, excuse me, back on their heels. They lost 3 members to 1 there, and they're able to get the objective, and still threaten core. Hogger taking Bruiser Camp, doing his thing. Level 20s are online from Mallow Oats. We will have Ignore Pain, Death Siphon, Cannonball, Life Bloom, and Flash Freeze. So Mei won't die as easy. Kind of that old Johanna level 20, Indestructible, or same with Phoenix has one. Mei has one as well, where she goes into her Cryo Freeze. Mallow Oats picks up Siege Camp. Tricky Gooses is still looking for level 20. They were like 2.5 levels behind. Now they're just 1 level behind. And once they hit level 20, things could really change, being on that same talent tier. But they just want to play it safe. gets that level 20. Here comes Booster Camp top. Sonya's going to start clearing it out of the way. Taking their own Booster Camp. It looks like Tricky Gooses just want to keep those lanes prepped and ready, so if they need to make a backdoor or to just force that Sonya to keep clearing, we will see Indestructible from Johanna, so both tanks having their unkillable level 20. No control from Hogger, Infinite Lightning from Cassia, Controlled Chaos from Stukov, and double blind Orbital Bombardment from Artanis. Ice Wall comes out and misses. Aggressive there from May. So that's one ult used if they want to try and re-engage. But Hogger's already up here in the top lane. Just trying to clear up this bruiser camp. Top lane is the no keep lane for Tricky Gooses, so they want to keep that clear as possible. Well, they kind of pulled back there. Members of Tricky Gooses just kind of probing and looking. And waiting to set up a gank here is Mallow Oats, but not biting for it. Sonya steps up with the spear. Are we trying to go all the way around? We are trying to go all the way around. Oh, no, they decide not to. A little fake out there. Even faked out the caster. I could have swore they were going to try and backdoor there. Sonya spear misses. Trying to make something happen. Cassie looks like she's got to head top. There's the ping. Siege camp being picked up mid from Mallow Oats. Just to put some more pressure in the lane. This could be big here. I'm gonna zoom out all the way here. Objective on the way. Artanis and Stukov. And there it is. There's the start. I think they know it's coming, right? Two of them are still focused. There's four there. There's the Hearth. May found them. And here comes the Hearth. Boom, boom, boom. We're all here. There's the Ice Wall. Gets one. There's the big silence on him. There's no way they can stop this. Stukov falls, and that's GG. Tricky Gooses with the back door. Tricky Gooses living up to the name. GG. Wow. What a match. Put questions in the chat if you have them for Tricky Gooses. I gotta get an interview after that. That was crazy. Whew. There are your stats. 2 kills for Tricky Gooses all match. One was the Sonya pick. One was the Junkrat in the team fight. And 15 kills from Mallow Oats. Just to end with a tough loss. Both teams were pushing, and it was a who blinks first. And Mallow Oats didn't blink soon enough. Let's see if I can get an interview. Stand by. Let's let me check the predictions as well here. Choose. Let's see. And Tricky Gooses won. So there you go. For anyone who voted for Tricky Gooses, you have been awarded points. And looks like I have Duck here. Stand by. Hello, is this Duck?
It is. How's it going?
Oh, I got you turned up really loud. Hold on here. There you are.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
That should be better. Congratulations, week 1.
Thank you. A big win.
That's putting it lightly. 2 26-minute games ended with a 20-minute Infernal Shrines, where I guess we'll work our way backwards here because that last game was weird. when you're
1 kill, baby.
2 kills. 2 kills.
Oh, the core. Oh, we got a second one? Okay.
Yeah, you got the Sonya pick up top, and then Junkrat died in a team fight. So two
All right.
kills to their 15.
I'll take it.
Yeah, what are comms like in that when you realize that? I mean, you said it before I did that. You thought you only had 1 kill all match, and Artanis had 4 deaths. Stukov died 5 times. How are you keeping the composure to keep pushing on?
We saw we just had better race at that one point. Got to get real close. If we didn't get, I think 3 of us got stuck in that ice wall.
Yes, it was a 3-person ice wall.
Yeah, and that was dirty. Otherwise, I think any other autos would have ended that there. So we knew at that point, once we had that, it didn't matter how many times we died, as long as only one person died, we'd be able to hold and just play the waiting game.
And the waiting game you did, it looked like you were. Was there any back and forth in comms there? Because it looked like at one point you were gonna backdoor maybe once or twice, or there was some uncertainty. Was there a lot of talk of when do we do this?
Yeah, it was kind of a second by second decision for us. All of us trying to watch the mini map to see whenever we saw people backing, and just try to play that slow game on them. And I think that worked out.
I saw Birdie do it twice, using his ult to stop the hearths as they were trying to back, and you guys were just keeping them honest there. So
Honestly, that was Birdie, 200 IQ. He's like, let me pick Artanis. We're not going to get kills. We're going to have to backdoor and stop him from backing.
So that was a draft decision.
I'm kind of joking, but kind of.
Yeah, I mean that's a good way to win draft.
We struggled the both other games, and that last game we won just because the Zerg helped us. So we knew there was a potential for that happening again.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, that first push, you get the core to 2%, but May hits that 3-person ice wall. If that's a 1-person ice wall, that core is dead and just GG right there. So just huge plays all over the place. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you put Junkrat on the annoying scale?
Junkrat's his own scale. He's definitely above 10. We really didn't want to play against him. I think we banned him game 1 because of that.
Yes.
But I don't think we could afford it the other games.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Vala cleaned up going 7-8-0, but the way you just slow played it and macroed it kind of didn't matter. I know she's a very strong hero right now as well, so that was an intense game 3, and then going back to game 2, Brax's holdout. What's the thoughts on that map when you're approaching it as a team? Because some people love it, and some people hate it. Just the way that map is set up, and camps, and controlling the objectives. How does Tricky Gooses like that map?
Yeah, we're indifferent. We're fine going to it.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably not going to want to take people to it as much because I think it's better for the first pick draft. But it's kind of whatever. Some games are snowbally, some aren't.
Right, and there was a similar kind of, well, I don't know, so similar. You backdoor in game 3 for the win, and then I think it was Winions for the kill. And I do want to apologize. I kind of missed the Winions because there was so much fighting going on at your core, and then the game ended, and I looked, and I was like, oh, the Winions on the 44% core. So if you check the replay, I miss it a little bit. So please forgive me.
It's fine. Birdie and Key both called like, hey, when this is capped, like if they don't respond to that and try to push for game, this could just win on its own. And we saw 5 of them there, and I tried to get them to throw everything on me, knowing I had souls.
Yep.
And I managed to Hellgate and bait even more stuff, so I was pretty happy about that.
I did see the Hellgate juke as they were taking your keep there, and it seemed to work. And then just Rip Tires weren't hitting on their side, and everything kind of seemed to go your way. And then they started to hearth kind of behind the Zerg wave, and I saw you dive on them. And then I think the game ended right there because they couldn't go back. I mean, when you're a Diablo and you're going against Junkrat, you have the root from Anduin, the pull from Anduin. They also had Tassadar walls. as the tank player, do you get frustrated at all? How do you keep your composure when they have all these things to slow you down and then save all your kill targets? Was there deep breathing going on? Talk to me.
It's my job to suck on the tank and just take the abuse. So as long as everyone on the team is on the same page, I don't care how bad I'm doing because I feel like we're gonna do well as long as everyone's following suit. But that Johanna did a killer job on all the falling swords. I couldn't get any APOC combos off that I wanted to, and I realized a little too late in the game that I could have just saved APOC every time I heard the Junkrat Reptire.
Hmm.
Maybe that's why they got rid of it the third game. They wanted to do that Junkrat again, and they realized I did that on the last one. Not sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, they banned it out. I was surprised too because it felt like I think there was 7 Diablo deaths, but I think at least 3 of those you had full souls. But I know people like Diablo on Infernal Shrines. There's so many walls, and Junkrat plus the Malfurion seemed like it would have been enough. But I guess the respect was given going into Game 3. And then back at the beginning of the night, if you can remember back that far, after such a wild ride here, uh, Dragonshire, back and forth, kind of all over the place. Similarly, towards the end of the match, you guys, I believe it's when minions take top keep, and what's the what is the kind of rotations or plans for that map? I believe you were not. I'm trying to think who you were on game
I
one.
was the dead cow.
Yes, you would. No, I saw Holy Cow in season 12 of NGS, and that made my day.
Yeah,
You do
yeah, and
not see Holy Cow
I
anymore.
thought we had that at the end on that siege camp, but I slid just out of range for it, and then the Falstad eing down bottom to set up that gust. I think we kind of hesitated for a second, but either
I,
way, it was a good game from both
a
sides.
great game. I did see, shout outs to that Faustad Gus because it looked like you sacked for the death metal, but the wind tunnel came out to push all the damage away from the death metal. Just a wild match all over, and is when games go that long to 26 minutes and it gets to the point of okay, next, team fight wins, if it's like a one-sided team fight, or next objective wins, kind of maybe like no matter what, like sometimes you just can't stop it when it's a 26 million Dragon Knight just left clicking on your core. I mean, does strategy change at all? Is there a game plan that you guys are just sticking to in those moments?
I think we were a little ahead on the minion pressure.
Hmm.
So we kind of just were like, hey, just keep backing up because they didn't confirm that bottom keep for a while, I think.
Correct.
I think it hung on with a sliver when their top went down.
Hmm.
So we just kept trying to do that and avoid the triangle of death at all costs. We knew if we walked in there, that variant would just blow us up or would waste our D shield, and then we'd be screwed.
There was a lot of variant blowing up in game one with that Stukov and Tychus follow up, but back to back wins after that tough game one loss. You start season 12 off strong. Div A, here we go again. So congratulations. Any shout outs you want to do before I let you go?
Shout out to Nani. He's planning on sitting out this season and filled in since we didn't have our fifth player. So thank God we can get him off the bench so that we didn't have to drop week one. Um, Shout out to everyone showing up here today on the team. Everyone contributed great. Shout out to the other team. They were a hell of a match. Hell of a match. And shout out to you, man. Thanks for picking up game week one.
Yeah, you're welcome, and I will echo those sentiments to Mallow Oats. Great match all around, very entertaining. Chat was loving it, so um, all is well. So there it is, week one. Tricky Gooses from Mallow Oats. Duck, I'll let you go celebrate with your team, and thanks for talking. Catch you around.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
All right, good night.